I do this every time. I forgot. Okay.
What happened?
I forgot to add us on here so folks can see us.
They can't see it?
They can now.
Oh. Hi, y'all. How y'all doing? We were supposed to be eating cheesecake, but we didn't do that, so we don't.
Well, you took long in your 15-minute excursion.
Where's the wine?
In the refrigerator.
I have some.
I definitely put mine in,
Your cup. Yeah. Well, you pulled the glass out. I thought it was for me.
I did. It was for me, actually, and then I decided to.
Hello, everybody. How y'all doing today on this lovely Monday? It is time for Meet the Subletts. We're going to pour up a little bit today. Oops, I done dropped my lid. I can't even see my cup. Gonna pour up a little bit on this lovely Monday. Cheers.
Shout out to Stella Rosa.
Stella Rosa. How we ain't getting a check from them. Isn't that what Hustle used to say?
Well, maybe they'll give us a check. You don't know.
Because I'm drinking and they not paying me for it. That's what Hustle used to say. All right, y'all. Well, welcome to Meet the Subletts on this lovely, fine Monday. It is the last day of the first month of 2022. Hey, Miss Jayla, baby, how you doing? Yes, don't forget to register to vote. Today's the last day to register to vote. We have the primaries, Texas primaries coming up, March the 1st. Okay, I thought it was March 1st. March 1st. So be sure to register to vote. Go online, change your IDs to Texas ID, update your address, whatever you need to do. Pay your little $11 and you should be in now. Hey, Mama. Who else is on there?
You definitely can't see. Yeah, you can't see.
No, I just need to clean my glasses.
No, I'm saying you can't see who's on here. It's not going to show you.
Oh, well, when they commented.
Yeah.
So
make sure you're sharing, guys.
Yes,
so
tag
folks
some
can know
people.
we up on here.
Yes. We actually were supposed to be eating some bougie bites. We asked for a couple of slices, and we got 11 slices. We definitely did not want 11, but we appreciate
didn't
it.
get nothing because I don't.
Oh, she doesn't eat cheesecake, so yeah.
Fancy
so thank you very much, Jules, with Bougie Bites. Don't forget if y'all won. Don't we have a drawing today?
We do.
Okay. Did you compile the information? You didn't?
No one did it. So.
No one did it? Okay. Well,
so guess what? I decided that I was going to choose someone from tonight's live.
So. Okay. So, yes.
Make sure you share it. So
what's going on, sister? Happy New Year, sister.
We got these nifty cups.
Yes, we do.
We had been fighting with the company for like 2 months for these cups.
They're supposed to be black.
Supposed to be black, but now they're in 3 different colors, and I love it.
Yes.
Check that out. Maybe we'll give one away as a giveaway prize one of these days. Who knows?
Yes. Yeah, so that they're our first business donation. We're giving away 50. So we're excited about that. So come on now with it. Okay, so while she gets the sharing,
yes,
I'm going to start off with the weekly highlights. So since last week, my mama turned 68 last Tuesday. Thank you, everybody that poured out love to her and showed her how much y'all love her, even though y'all just met her technically in April of last year. Thank you very much for all of that. She was surprised, and she just sent me something. Oh, she's sending out the Meet the Subletts. She just shared it. So my mother is wonderful. I don't know why she sends it to me every week, but thank you so much. But happy belated birthday to Illegal, Big Illegal. He's the president of Quarter Boys Dallas. So he turned 41. We both born the same year. So shout out to 1981, baby. Shout out. But let me just tell y'all, sometimes life is hard. Sometimes you want to wake up and go walk in front of a and then
train.
A train, a bus, a car, running through the highway. Just, you just want to end life.
I really think we're going to switch up our topic tonight. I know it says we're doing coffee with Clarence, but
this
has been prominent today, so I feel like this is just what we're going to talk about.
We're going to talk about mental health today. We're going to talk about mental health when it comes to Black people, and we're going to talk about mental health when it comes to Black women, because we are both Black people and we're both Black women.
Well, I'm brown.
You're brown.
To say.
Okay, well, I do.
Black is real crispy, so can we go with brown?
Okay, well, whatever we go with, we're going to talk about some stuff today. We're going to talk about the things that make us not be so happy.
Hey, Instagram works too, but you can't comment on Instagram, huh?
It does. Hey, family, had to move over from Instagram. Thank you for that. But let me just tell y'all, I appreciate every woman that I got to sit down and have breakfast with. Is Kanisha coming on? Oh, that's the other Neisha. I appreciate every woman that I had breakfast with on Saturday morning. First off, you just never know when you need somebody to come and just have a bite with you, just because they're smiling. I know every last one of the women that came to see us is not perfect. I know y'all have your own things going on. I appreciated the smiles, the love, the joy that we had. It was no expectations. All we wanted to do was eat. Half of y'all had just went to sleep about 5 or 6 o'clock that morning, and y'all still got up and came to eat breakfast with us. There was no flyer. There was no pre-existing notion. It was just to come get a bite to eat and to come get some, when we didn't have alcohol.
Now, granted, when we showed up, I did have to tell the man that it would be like 30 of us.
And it was.
And we were in there rather deep.
Yeah. So thank you. Shout out to all of those ladies for just showing up and being mindful of yourselves, not even us, and y'all say y'all love us so much, but thank y'all for just being y'all.
That's okay. You was late, but you still showed up, and
that's what Matt came in hand. Let me show y'all. This is how Cut Up came in here. Oh, okay. Well, I guess I'm on the passing out flyers in Dallas committee for the Oklahoma all-female ride. That's not a problem. I got you. Sure did. Okay, I'm put on notice. I'm on assignment. No problem with that.
We're going to have one of y'all on here one of these days.
Yeah, y'all tell everybody about the ride.
So they can have the right information. So.
Yeah, because all I'm going to do is give them the information, still support them to y'all. Because that's not my ride. I'm just in support of the things that y'all are doing. And I'm very proud of the Oklahoma ladies. So my weekly highlight was the breakfast on Saturday morning.
Okay. That was one of my highlights. So I guess I'll go with the second highlight. We went to a bridal expo. On Saturday, and we haven't had any day dates in a long time.
No, we haven't.
So we definitely took 0 pictures.
Yes, and I did that on purpose too.
And but it was cool. We walked 6 rows of businesses and displays and this and
concrete,
and we're actually finally planning our reception.
Yeah, from 2 years ago.
Right, because
now 3.
Because we were supposed to have it forever ago, but life gets in the way. So it was cool to get to do all the bridey things.
I don't have my bracelet on.
You don't. But so from that, we actually have like a dinner thingy to go to on the 12th. From the only business that was from my hometown. So it was kind of ironic because usually when people ask you where you're from and then you say it and they be like, well, what is that? Where is that? How do you spell it?
No.
And so when she said where the business was, she just kind of said a general area. And I was like, oh, I'm from that direction. So I kind of know where it is. And so when I got the business card and I looked at the address, I was like, this is
her grandma's down the street.
This is where I'm from. So definitely going to go support because that's freaking awesome. So that was really my highlight.
We're gonna be rolling around with coolers of food, ain't we? We're just gonna go do that and then get up from there and go straight to cooking, huh?
Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
That was my highlight, getting to go on a day date with you and do planning things. It's not really okay. I'm not a planner.
I didn't know you would enjoy that. That's awesome.
Any reason to get free handouts and sample things, even though they only had one wedding cake sampler person, but the cake was fire.
It was light. It was not heavy. The icing was not
I got
too
to have
sweet.
some smoked sausages from a couple that own a butcher shop in Plano. And so I got to try some of their smoked sausage, and they do something else.
Excuse me.
Yeah, I don't remember, but the sausage was the highlight for that. So.
I didn't get to make it to that table. I was
too busy looking at the wood. So
yes, it was a really memorable. The frames and all that they were making. It was like basically you could sign your name. It was like a guest
I'm sure
book.
We'll have one at our reception.
You will.
You'll be signing a piece of wood and you drop it in there.
Yeah, and then it just shows your names forever. You hang it up on the wall. It was really dope. So I definitely was there. Probably that was like the highlight of the whole time for me.
Yeah, and look, she was ready to go too. She was like, "I don't even want to do the
I
last
didn't
row,"
even want
and
to.
they were on the last row.
They was.
So
They
it was
was.
meant to walk the
It
last row.
was.
But
So we are gonna switch up our topic tonight. We really
y'all are listening already.
So we're gonna move
I
her
only
topic.
had one sip of this here wine, and I'm out.
No, I just got hot too. I was like, I think it's the one. But
cut up. Next time you got to come so we can go. She said she likes the Broadway stuff.
I know, but she was in town for other stuff.
That's why I said next time there is one, she has to come. So
she was in, yes. So they had dresses and all that on there.
Yeah.
But so the topic was supposed to be coffee with Clarence Avant, but we have
I love.
Yeah, she loves. So we'll revisit that conversation. But we're gonna talk about mental health with the African American community. So we talk about it and we identify it and we see it, and we see it in our siblings, our cousins, we see it in our colleagues, we see it, I mean, shoot, people we work with, coworkers, whatever.
Everywhere.
And we try. We really do try to help other people. We really do try to be a voice, a light, a listening ear. We really do try. But it's kind of amazing because before I heard the news about the young lady, and we'll talk about her here shortly, I was talking to one of my club sisters earlier, and I was like, I know that at least in the last 30 days, every woman I know, either I know you, don't like you, been around you, went shopping with you, whatever. Every woman that I know, you gonna come say hi, girl? No, has been through something. Y'all have, each one of us has sat on the toilet since January 2nd up until today, have probably sat on the toilet or been in the shower or been in the car and screamed and cried and tried to figure something out, and it did not. I'm sorry if I get teared up, but I'm just, this is very near and dear to me. And as I continue my voyage to live another 40 plus years, hopefully, Lord, help me out with that. I just want to be honest with myself, with my family, with everyone around me. I know we are hurting. And I know a lot of it does not make sense. And I know a lot of it we don't know how to resolve. Or a lot of it comes from childhood or adulthood or things that, I decided to drink a lot of whey. So there's things that are coming up in, more of my sobriety that I'm like, damn, you know what? You probably drank them years for that reason. So now realizing all the things that we're hurting from, all the things that, you have to deal with on top of being Black and a woman in America, which means I'm only supposed to make this amount of money. I'm only supposed to do this type of thing. The men are supposed to treat me horribly and, degrade me. The women are we're supposed to fight with each other and not help each other build. All these things that come against me as an African American woman. And I'm supposed to be able to just handle that and be strong and be okay with someone talking to me crazy, and I'm not supposed to react, or if I do react, I'm supposed to fight, I'm supposed to scream, I'm supposed to yell, I'm supposed to put my hands on you, I'm supposed to go to jail. No, that's not how this works. No, I'm supposed to learn how to cope. I'm supposed to be able to heal past the trauma that occurred. I'm supposed to be able to talk about it openly. Just talking about my sexuality openly with my mother has had me terrified for 5 fucking years. Excuse my language, for 5 years. Because when I told her I came out, her automatic response was she was clueless and I don't understand it. Well, are you gonna mess with me again or what? Yes, ma'am. So guess what? I'm gonna go on and keep messing with boys, knowing I'm not happy. My father accepted it from the moment I said it. He probably knew and was just waiting on me to tell him. My mama still can't deal with it. And she's on this live and it's just open conversation. It doesn't make my mother bad. It doesn't make her, she treated me well. She did not abuse me. We were clean. we were taken care of. This is just something that she just can't understand.
We have to get out of the mentality of shying away from saying things that we need to say for ourselves just because it may make someone else feel a certain kind of way.
Yeah.
We have to learn to stop taking people's opinions personal.
Yeah.
Because everyone's opinion is different. And that just because someone doesn't live their life in a certain way or they don't agree with certain things, that doesn't mean you should stop being who you are.
Right.
You adjust accordingly. If that's not beneficial to your life, then that's not beneficial. That doesn't mean you have to stop loving them. That doesn't mean you have
that's
to,
my mama.
change or anything like that. But we have a habit of holding things in because someone else might not agree with it, or they're gonna go tell the next other person or something. But guess what? If you
that's your truth. That's your
truth. You can tell the other person yourself.
Yes, you can.
So
yes, you can.
A lot of our problems come from because we don't speak.
Yeah.
We don't say the things that hurt us. We take what hurts us and that's okay. We move on. We bottle it up.
We clueless.
Sweep it under the rug. No, if it hurts you, say that.
Yeah.
If you're not happy, say that.
That's
if
okay
you're not
too.
okay today, say that.
Yeah.
It's okay to not be okay. It's okay to ask for help. Yeah. It's okay to, you don't have to have it all together.
No.
And I think because we try to be perfect, or we try not to make somebody feel uncomfortable, or we try not to, make somebody feel a certain type of way. No, how do you feel? How does that make you feel?
Mm-hmm.
You're just as valid as they are. So while you're trying to bend and keep people from being uncomfortable and kind of changing yourself, that's not fair.
Yeah, it's not. So that's why we wanted to talk about this today. And we're going to continue talking about openness. There was a young lady, 30 years old, Miss USA, jumped out of a building. Beautiful. I'm not going to say she had the money because we don't know her finances. I don't know how she grew up in her family, all these things. But when you see her, you see beauty. You see all the things as a Black woman that you want to aspire to be. And no one knows that she was that unhappy that she had to get to that point. Was she on drugs? Was she a drinker? Was all the things that we hide and we hold in dear and hold close to us that we want other people to know? And then it still is going to come out. It's going to come out in your skin. It's going to come out in your health. It's going to come out in how you treat people. It's going to come out no matter what. And it comes out in different ways.
And guess what? Those same people are telling you that you shouldn't seek therapy because Black people don't go to therapy, or you shouldn't say this because nobody needs to know your business. Them are miserable people.
Very.
Who have lived their lives hiding and not talking about the things that have hurt them. So guess what? Hurt people hurt people.
Yes, they do. And I'm glad our generation is more, let's talk about it. Like, let's put it out there. But even beyond talking about it, how do you cope?
Right.
Like, that's what I can honestly say that I learned with mental health. My mother said this when I was about 15, 20 years ago. And I didn't understand. She's like, well, mental health this and mental health that. And I'm like, she sound like a freaking, self-help book. Oh, because she was around my age. And she understood what it meant to get your mind together, to try to live beyond all of the hurt, to live beyond all of the relationships and all the things that we've allowed in life, just to be able to cope and deal. That's what I can honestly say. I actually started once I realized the young lady had passed away and how she passed away. I have I put it as a draft. I have a post I was going to start talking about because 2 weeks ago, y'all. Woke up on Saturday morning.
3 days ago.
Oh. So
people ask how we are always so positive. How are you so nice and so upbeat and so happy with all the things that you have going on in life? How do you treat people so well? We talk.
And try to figure out through it, like, okay, how can what I say and do not mess her up, not make her day worse? I'm so used to doing things a certain way. Now I'm messing up her day.
A lot of our arguments stem from things that should be said and we probably don't say it when it needs to be said. And then it spills over into something else and we end up arguing about it. And then we eventually talk about it when really we probably should have just talked about it from the jump.
Yeah.
to avoid an argument and hurt feelings and saying things that we probably really don't mean in the moment, but it happens. We're human.
Right. And now we got to cope from that.
Yeah. Yeah. Now this conversation is playing over 17 times in my head, you know. But
we just so hurt. And I think one of the things that I've really learned since I moved to Texas, like it seemed like living in the North, the life was better for African Americans. It's just not as blatant. So I'm not going to blatantly talk stuff to my big sister. We're just going to deal with it and let it kind of sweep it under the rug. Down here, they're going to blatantly say it to you. And we as African-American women and men are going to blatantly continue to tear each other down. But in the North, you don't do that. You just tear them down and you keep going like it didn't happen.
Yeah.
Down here, you tear them down and then you make them feel bad for saying something like, hey, you said this, you did that. Like, that's the only thing I can.
And then next week, y'all kicking it. Like,
yeah, like, did you just tell each other?
You haven't talked about
it.
But now y'all in each other's faces singing Kumbaya. Like, that's what you're supposed to do.
In the North, you just don't leave it alone. Like, which is still no healing.
Right, cut up.
So it's still no way to even treat each other like if she said we're taught. Yes, we are taught that. So now I'm taking the next 40 plus years of my life, because like I said, I'm praying that the Lord hold me on to unlearn a lot of that. And I think that's why I was always okay with not having children so early. And I would tell my wife, I understand you want to have children, but let me heal from this childhood stuff. Again, I was fed. I was not in a situation where I was unsafe every night. I don't know what it feels like to have to fend for my own food until I was an adult. I did not starve as a child. There's people that I know that starved as a child when there were packing people. My mama, I didn't even know until I was an adult, if she went to go stand in line for a backpack or she went to stand in line for some food, we still wasn't hungry. She wasn't too good to go get those things because when she had money, she spent money on making sure we were good. My father did things. He worked, as a taxi cab driver, but he did what he needed to do to make sure we were taken care of. But we didn't talk about stuff.
How could you? They were too busy making sure you were taken care of.
Yeah. So I had my sister, and we had to figure it out. And that was, I'll say, out of any relationship that I have with anyone besides my parents, me and my sister's relationship is probably the most toxic relationship that I could ever. But I promise you, I would tear up this world for my sister. And it's toxic because we understand we're two different people, but we respect each other enough to not, hold that against each other. Like, we've had to learn as adults, okay, I can tear you down, you can tear me down. My sister knows me better than anybody in this world. My sister goes to bat for my daddy. Don't play with me. She is the one who is going to carry this whole family through when it comes to my parents, my brother, and my sister, and myself. But let me tell you, it's the most toxic relationship. But my sister knows me better than that, and she knows I'm willing to grow past our toxicity. I'm not going to sit here and talk stuff about you and kick it with you next week, baby. I'm going to leave you alone forever. Because I love you that much as my sister, not to be so toxic with you. And it's a daily struggle. It's something that you just kind of got to work past. And you just, but I just don't get why this young lady was so sad that was to the point.
And the first thing people are going to say is, oh, we didn't know. Oh, you missed the signs. I guarantee you there was a sign. There was a cry for help. There was a conversation. There was a something. And people turned an eye to it. Oh, she'll be okay. She's got this. Oh, she'll be okay. She's got pretty. That. Oh, she'll be okay.
She's Miss USA. But she's all these things, but she still deserved to hurt too. She's still a human being. She still had a mother. She still had a father. She still had family members that loved her.
Guarantee you there was an outcry of some kind. It might not have been yesterday or the day before. It could have been last year, the year before that, the year before that, the year before that. Yeah. And today, she got tired. Or yesterday, she got tired. Like...
Hey, Lauren. This is my niece. This is why I'm talking about these things.
How are we supposed to survive as a society if we can't even heal?
Yeah. And it's so crazy because this happened last weekend too. Regina King's son died, committed suicide at 26 years old.
Yes.
And then this week, so what pressure are we under as African Americans at this time in our life? Okay, so we're not in a racially segregated environment, but what's still holding us back that we can't talk about the stuff that hurts us? That it's okay and it's acceptable.
Family, friends, people in our close circles. Because you
church. That was the Reverend.
We're so worried about how people are going to view us or what they're going to say about us when we're not in the room, or how is this going to make the next person feel, or unveiling family secrets that have kept swept under the rug for so long. Like, we're holding so much.
Yep.
And and it's heavy.
Yep. So that's why I posted that TikTok on Christmas. Yep, we healing from the things like y'all. One of the hardest things I've had to deal with since Christmas is all the jacked up stuff I've done to my nieces and nephews. So not only am I trying to learn and heal from the stuff before, all the things that I've regurgitated on them, and they in their early 20s, and I'm like, ooh.
But that's just, you know what? And us as women, we have it bad, but the men, they have it bad too, because they're not even supposed to have emotions. What are those?
They can't talk about it.
What are those?
Why do black men need to go get mental health? Because they're expected to be a certain way, and then when they don't measure up, we hold that against them. Like, what do you mean? No, you're expected to function and be happy every day. Black, white, male, or female. That's what you're expected to do. To function, and you choose happiness. Whether you get to it or not, we don't know. But that's the expectation of living life.
Yeah.
Why can they not see that they're not able to be happy? And whatever that looks like. 5 years, I've not been able to openly talk about with my mother that I'm going to talk to girls anyway. Excuse me. So 5 years, I've been dealing with this back. Sorry, God. It's the wine is bubbly. I don't use it. Oh, sorry. I had broccoli earlier too, so that's probably what it is. You're going to get some gas later too. I'm sorry. I love you. See, this is what marriage do. I love her.
No, don't be rubbing on me right now.
I love her. But like I said, they can't openly talk about the things, and that just makes it hard. And then we just see it all the time where relationships are just, people are playing each other, and they're only existing because you think that that's acceptable in life, and not choosing happiness with the who you want to be with. I'm looking at a lot of relationships with people now, and I'm not going to put people out there because how they feel is how they feel and what they choose to do with their lives. But I guarantee they would not be a drunk or a dope head or any other head, weed head, gambler, shopaholic, a wino. Look how many chicks on TikTok drink. Look, I'm sitting here drinking wine. And I'm only, we got a couple of people coming. She's coming the second time.
Because it's about that time.
It's about that time. Yes, it is. But understanding that we have to seek help. There are organizations like Hear My Cry Foundation, people that understand why someone would want to blow their head off, or why they would want to go jump out of a building, or why they would want to overdose on drugs, or why they would want to hang themselves. When I tell you it is an epidemic, it's a pandemic, it's rampant, we got to do better, y'all. And you got to be able to go accept the things, those chapters of imperfection that you don't like in your story. You got to be able to accept that and move on. So I thank you for letting me talk about this today. It's
needed.
So I've had some harsh realities in the last couple of hours about my life. So it's real rough right now, y'all. And I thank y'all for listening and allowing me to be open about it. Not really that, because I haven't even dealt with that yet. But just being able to be open and to talk about why people need to talk and listen to each other. We're sitting at dinner with the family. We got to
bring our guest on, babe. She's on at 8:30.
Okay.
We can finish when she's done.
Okay.
So our special guest tonight is Neisha Brown. We talked about it last week. She's going to tell us about her Bully the Runway fashion show and her business. So we're going to bring her on and let her tell her story. See if I can get this together.
Can y'all hear
Okay.
me?
Can
Hi
you hear
guys.
us?
Oh, okay, there it is. Hey, ladies, how y'all doing?
Yes.
Can
Hey,
Oh,
y'all
she
hear me?
cute.
we sure
Yes,
can.
baby. Ooh. I love red. Red is my favorite color. So I love. Come on with the lips. I love it. How you doing today?
Yeah, I hope y'all can hear me. I just wanted to, and thank y'all for having me this evening.
Of
Um,
course.
I'm glad y'all talked about the young lady who had, was suffering with mental health and left this earth and everything. Because I only heard that this morning. I think it happened today. But
Yeah.
yeah, I want to talk about GEP, Grice Entertainment Production, and what we're doing. This time is a fashion show. And what most of our fashion shows are for kids who are being bullied. And what I do is go off into the schools and link up with those schools to see if there's any kids who are having challenging grades, maybe trouble at home, things that
Oh,
we
we
don't.
can't see you. We can't see you. Flip your
We
phone
can't
back a little bit.
now.
Oh, there you go, girl. Come on now.
Can y'all see me?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay, good. And can you hear me?
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
ma'am.
Y'all, I was scared to come on here.
I know. I was
Ah,
trying to tell you, girl, you cute. We need to see your face.
yes. Come on,
I
ladies.
was so scared messing with this device. So, but yeah, and we are looking for people to volunteer. We're looking for designers to volunteer because the kids are going to need apparel to wear on the runway. We need
Okay.
models. We're still looking for models. I'm just looking at my cheat sheet, y'all. And
Okay.
I do want everybody to know when their kids participate, if their kids who are in school, they will receive a GEP certificate just showing that they
Okay.
Okay.
participated in something, they did something positive with their time. We want them to get on the runway and show out. They do
Okay.
all
Okay.
this showing out at school. We need them to bully the runway.
Yeah.
So
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah,
baby.
Okay.
Yes. I love it.
yeah, we need them to come on, be bad and bully the runway. They want everybody to look at them and they want all this attention. So we're gonna put them on the runway.
Okay. So
So
when did this idea start?
it was actually September of 2013 when we had our first event, well, first show. And my niece, Deamaris, well, we call her D, she was I wanted to work with adults and she kind of wanted to do the mommy and me part of it, which included the younger kids. I didn't want to be bothered with no kids, but when we work with them, oh y'all, I was blessed working with those
Okay.
kids. And so I've been working with them ever since. That's why I say
Wow.
I go
That's
off
awesome.
into the schools and tell them, not the kids, but I go off into the schools and talk to the people who are in the office, administrators and things, and let them know this is the program we have. We give them flyers and give those parents the opportunity to sign their kids up. And we still are
Mhm.
doing that.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
this
what
is
inspired it
basically,
to be about bullying?
huh?
What inspired it to be about bullying? What
Well,
inspired that message?
this particular segment that we had in 2018. So we're doing a rendition of that show. That's
Okay.
the show that we're going to have March the 26th.
Okay.
But what we
And so
do
that
all
is
the time is work with kids who are less fortunate.
okay. Okay.
That's awesome.
Well, we
I think
appreciate that, man.
I, yeah, thank you, ladies. I think right now is a good time to talk about how people are bullied,
Mm-hmm.
things that they may be going through at home, and they're going up to the school and bullying people.
Yeah.
But if I may, I even want to talk about bullying adults who are being bullied at work.
Yeah.
Of course. Yes.
Can
Okay,
I
let's
talk
talk
about
about it.
that, y'all?
Of
Yes,
course.
please.
How grown folks are being bullied at work. I myself, I just had an incident, and I'm gonna speak out on it. Um,
Okay.
I was actually being bullied by one of the security guards, and the short story of it all is I ended up being terminated because by the fifth incident that I ran into with her, they fired me. I was
Wow.
fired. Not, it wasn't because of what I did or said that night because nobody showed evidence to show that of what I did or said, but I kind of got tired of her pushing me and pushing my buttons. So when I
Right.
strike back, they decided to terminate me and said it was workplace violence. And this is FedEx. I'm gonna go ahead and say it because it's out now. I
Oh
couldn't
wow.
speak on it before, but I've spoken about it this morning, and I'm just making mention of that now. How adults are bullied,
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
and for this show, if there are any adults who want to be a part of it, they can be the models, they can be volunteers. We do need them. We need a lot of support for this show. Um,
Okay.
and it's going to be March 26th,
Okay.
Saturday, and I believe it's, let me see. I think we have I think Aqua shared the link and everything, and we're going to share it
And I
again
will share it
where
again. Mhm.
yeah, where they can get that information to sign up, do whatever they want to do. Volunteer
Okay.
as a vendor. I'm sorry, volunteer as a designer, a model,
And you're looking for vendors
staff. If
too?
they, yeah, well, we do need vendors. You know,
Okay.
they're not volunteers. We got to have them pay a little
Vendors
bit.
gotta pay. So
But
what
yeah,
kind of
we
vendors are
do.
you looking for?
We need, and I only need 6. I need somebody like with candles, someone, something that's appropriate for a fashion show. Maybe some handbags. They can do
Okay.
shoes. I still really need somebody who has, alcohol and the license and everything.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
Mixologist. Is that what they call
Yes.
them?
Mhm.
Mix.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we still need vendors to sign up. And I believe it's on Eventbrite. It is. The link that Aqua has is on Eventbrite.
Okay.
Um, they'll simply look for GEP Bully the Runway.
In Dallas?
Yeah,
Is
they'll
it
do a
here in
search
Dallas?
for that. Yes, it's
Okay.
in Dallas.
Okay.
And
Perfect. Perfect.
I really need them to sign up, ladies, for that. And I really do thank y'all for having me this evening. If they have any questions, they can always inbox me, Neisha Brown.
I'll
And
tag
what?
Um,
you as well.
Yes. Now, what can we do? What is it that we can do to help support
just
this event?
help spread the word, like just like y'all are doing. We want to talk more about bullying, mental illness, all of that. We're gonna have different shows that address different situations that are going on. We'll
Okay.
have something for the mental illness coming up maybe in
Okay.
October. I know that's usually when they do domestic abuse
Yes.
fashion shows. We got a lot of things we're gonna try to do, and I just y'all just helping me get the word out about GEP and what we do, what the organization is all about.
Okay. Okay.
We are
Well,
nonprofit.
we would love to do whatever we can, so we will share it. I'll make sure I start sharing it in my stories over the next month and a half. Just so
Okay.
people can be aware of it. There's a young lady that's actually in the comments. She's asking for location. That's why it's for location. She is a designer. She lives in Tulsa, Oklahoma. So she does a lot of things. She's been wanting to get back into it. Her name is Cut Up. So I will be sure to share your information with her too to see if she's available that weekend.
Yes, definitely, because we could use her.
Okay.
And,
Okay.
and and
We'll make
I know
sure.
everybody. It's okay to volunteer your time, but I like to give something. When you
Yeah.
volunteer, there's something that you're gonna get back from GEP.
Right. A meal, a t-shirt, or something. I'm easy. Just give me a meal and a t-shirt. I'm good. So
I'm
I'm just
still looking for somebody to make those T-shirts too for
okay.
GEP.
Sounds like you need to inbox me then, because I can help you with that.
Oh yeah, she got you, baby.
Okay, I sure will. Y'all are doing
Okay.
such a good job. I really appreciate y'all.
Thank you so
Hey,
much.
we try every day. Believe me. Like I said, it ain't easy. Sometimes them things you be dealing with in the behind closed doors. But we said this year we wanted to be able to highlight other people and not just the things we had going on. So thank you for coming on
Yeah,
and saying something.
you're quite
Honestly,
welcome.
we
You're
appreciate it. Like
welcome.
this is a much needed conversation. Adult bullying, childhood bullying. We actually have gone through some of that, especially with being business women and being openly married and being open about the things we have going on. That puts a lens and a focus. People try to find weak spots, so they really try to push you, but we're standing together. We're standing strong.
Yeah.
And I appreciate just the openness about the conversation and coming from an African American community talking about bullying. Usually it's, oh, well, we don't talk about that, or, oh, that's just how that person is. No, ma'am. And no, sir, that's not acceptable.
Interestingly enough, in the last month or so, we've been bullied quite a bit. We've been told that we've been told by a few people that they didn't want their platform to be utilized to help others grow. So we're really glad that we can use our platform to highlight other women, other business owners,
men too,
people in general. Yes, men, just allowing people to tell their stories and to share who they are, what they're about. I believe as we grow, so will everyone else. And we can't do it alone. So it's really important to stick together and grow together. So,
and to be open about the things that people talk about. We have learned, I've learned, I can't speak for my wife, just in the last 6 months, the different things that people are good at, things that I never would have thought about. Like the lady with the yummy DTDs.
Oh, yeah.
She takes cake and all of this smushy goodness of sprinkles and icing and fruit. And it's a great snack while you walking around. It's like when you go into the state fair or something. And she just decided to do it. And to me, that is the most innovative thing ever. I would never think to do that with food. And it probably, I can sugar. Huh?
It's a Black woman?
Yes, ma'am.
Yummy DTDs on Instagram. But she just, and her dude was sitting there with her. He was all supportive. He was down there selling the stuff for her. She just standing there smiling. He the spokesman.
Hey, Reverend, we see your head back
there. Come on,
there.
Reverend, to say hi. That's why I keep looking back, because she keep ducking down, but don't say hi.
Hi, Reverend.
And right, Reverend to cut her hair, y'all. Reverend, she got a new attitude, y'all. So Reverend got some big things coming up, and Reverend's been doing some breakthroughs too, openly sharing on social media about just mental health, being aware of things, and we appreciate her because she's probably about as open as we are about things. So hey, we might be some tearful mornings, or it may be some different things going on, but we have to be open with each other, and we can't use that against each other.
Right. That's just right. And then when we open up, we don't need nobody pushing us in no corner.
No, ma'am.
Yeah, we got to be open. My grandmother told me before she died, she said, whatever is on your mind, you got to get it off, or otherwise it'll bottle up inside of you and make you ill, like mental illness. You got all this stuff in your mind. You got to let that stuff. We have to be open about it and let that stuff out.
Yes,
otherwise, we're gonna be mentally ill, and people don't take that serious. I want to cry.
Come on with it. Them
they don't take
together.
It I want to cry. Until it hits
home.
When it hits home, all of a sudden it's a big deal. But it should be a big deal.
It's a big deal every day
because it affects everybody in some way, shape, or form. Everybody has the potential to suffer from some kind of mental illness. I've encountered so many people that say they suffer from anxiety now. You never used to hear that really, and now everybody has it.
Yeah, and they've had it. They just did not identify. You can identify.
Yeah, like you
don't know what that is.
Yeah.
So I've been.
And I'm glad.
Anxiety for
I'm glad you said you've been suffering from it. Yeah, we've been suffering.
Just heart palpitations and can't figure out why I can't sit still or whatever. Well, I got anxiety because of pressure of being a Black kid in a white school. That's the start of my anxiety. Period. I can put it on being 6 years old and being nervous about a timed addition test in first grade. And I'm sitting here done, and other people are still writing. So who said I could be done before them? So now that's crazy. That's where my anxiety started. I'm sorry. That's where, so, and I understand that now as an adult. But that's hard to carry.
You was a 6-year-old baby.
It's just anxious already.
It starts from the moment you put your baby out into this world.
Yeah, the moment they were born. So, but thank you so much. We're going to drop your information in the she's gonna send it to me and I'm gonna share it on my stories and all that.
Yep, and I'm gonna put it in the comments, and I'm gonna make a little snippet commercial thing from this live so people can hear about it. It's gonna be great.
She's been telling me about your fashion show. She's been excited about it. So I'm like, oh Lord, babe, I met this person. Okay, well, okay. That's what we doing. Okay. So if anyone
Thank
else,
y'all, ladies.
if y'all know anyone else that wants to get something out about their business, be sure to make sure you contact us, have them reach out to us. We can help push your brand. We are not those people that are upset about pushing other people's stuff out.
If you have products you want us to
Yeah.
review for people to purchase, just to get it out there in front of people, we will review it. If you don't want to talk about your business, if you want us to review it and you want to be a guest, we can do that too.
Yeah.
But our shows are moving to Wednesdays.
Yes, they are. Wednesdays at 7 p.m.
Wednesdays at 7.
So when are we gonna move that back?
Next week.
Next week.
Next week is the first one. Wednesday, 7 p.m.
So we will drop that new flyer.
It's gonna be a new video. I've been working on some things, you guys. But yes, our guest next week will be Dr. April Remy Jones.
Oh, Remy's next week. Lord Jesus, y'all. She coming to Dallas, y'all. She coming to Dallas. It's gonna be great. She's gonna be releasing her books. She's gonna do a book signing at Attaché on Friday, February 18th. Oh, look. Oh, sorry. I'm still crying and stuff. She will be what is it? Authentic Guts and Soldier from Birth. Mm-hmm. So she will be here with some of her books. You can find them on Amazon. She will be giving away Soldier from Birth for a giveaway. So be sure to like, share, comment, subscribe to our social medias. I know, see, Cut Up know about Remy. So Remy will be in town President's Day weekend. So the
giveaway for this week was 2 tickets to Miss Neisha's fashion show.
Yes.
And because a lot of our faithful people already follow us on all of our platforms, we're going to switch up how we do the winners. We're actually going to do it based on who shared this live tonight, because I can see that.
You can?
Yes, so I will be doing a special live this Wednesday to just tell y'all who the winner is for those tickets so that y'all can get those. So next week's giveaway will be one of Remy's books that she probably will be talking about.
Yes.
Next Wednesday.
Yes.
So be prepared for that. And yeah, anything else, man?
No, I'm excited. Remy's one of my good friends. Like,
that's gonna be a show y'all don't want to miss.
Man, we're gonna forget Bay is here. It's not in that way. Like, that's one of my homeboys, like homeboys. It's so y'all. If y'all only understood some of the conversation we've been.
You'll still understand next week.
Oh, I tell you, when you talk about openness, that's probably one of the only people outside of my family that I could be super open with. Like, that's why I appreciate her friendship. Like, we both are nerds together.
Did any of y'all catch our lunch break day post from today?
Man, Simone,
that's definitely going to be a thing.
Reverend. Come here, Reverend. So come on, talk about Simone, Reverend.
Hold on, before she does that. So I wanted to highlight Black women for, of course, Black History Month, because the first day is tomorrow. But I decided that this lunch break day is a really freaking awesome thing to highlight Black women. So it's probably going to extend far beyond Black History Month.
We're just going to start with take a little baby step.
So, yes, we're going to do this month for us melanated folks. But I really think that it's awesome to highlight a woman and make her feel special at least once a day. So
yeah, and I specifically chose women that are between the age of 40 and 27. So all of these women are millennials.
Yes.
So they will be. Who's tomorrow?
Yes, they'll see when the lunch break.
You know what? I need to go. I need to go look and see. I even put in a couple of people that I know that I think are doing something pretty dope. So that'll be dope. They're probably gonna be surprised, like, wait, me?
Yeah, you'll never know. You might end up in there. So who knows? Reverend.
Come on, Rev. She right there. Let's talk about Simone Sanders.
Oh, man.
She got to meet her.
Somebody tag in the comments.
Right. Come on. Come on. I knew you was gonna come in here today. You didn't know, but I did.
Oh, okay. Welcome, honorary Subletts.
Right. So tell us about Simone Sanders when you met her.
Man, it's just like a whole vibe with her.
Okay.
Really, she's very intense, very intelligent, but at the same time very personable.
Okay.
So it could be like your girlfriend that y'all could kick it and go to brunch and drink a whole bunch of mimosas.
They would get along just
yes,
right.
we would.
But at the same
Don't
time,
do me.
if it came down to it and you needed somebody to ride or be about it,
yeah,
Simone Louise, yeah, she seemed like that person that'd be like,
Where we going, girl? Who did it? Who did? Who bullying?
I feel like I need to meet her in this life.
Yeah, we gonna try. We
her
gonna
and
try.
I have haircuts in common.
Yes,
She's a
y'all
little
do.
bit lower than mine.
Yes,
But it's
she's
cute.
Still, really awesome. woman.
and she's 32 years old,
Yeah.
y'all. So when was she born? Was that 1989?
Before my time.
Yeah, I think it was like 1989. So,
And if you don't believe she's about it, she like totally go look when somebody got on stage with Joe Biden.
oh yeah, she ran up and
And
tackled
she
him.
ran up and tackled him.
Come
She
on,
got that
sis.
life.
Come on,
She got
sis.
that life.
I'm with you on that. During the debate, wasn't it? That's when they did it.
Mhm.
Yeah, she tackled him during the debate. So that was pretty
So
dope.
she definitely kicked off our lunch break bang.
Yes, she did. Come on, little babe. Look.
What
Somebody's calling mommy
It definitely
back here.
sounds like TJ.
Oh, was it? Because I definitely thought it was Tracy. So we appreciate y'all. Again, share this live tonight. Everybody that continues to support us, who wants to grow your brand, put your information out there. Right now we're just asking people that we know that we want to be able to help them expand their networks.
Well, surprisingly, there have been some people that have reached out.
Come on. I was like, he's like, look, we'll see it's bedtime, y'all. We trying to do it. Oh, his teeth are coming out. Oh, his back is bleeding. I thought he said his teeth. His mouth was bleeding.
Definitely said his back.
Oh, his back. Okay. Well, we appreciate everybody for coming. You see, she's putting the babies to bed. That's what the Reverend do. I can't wait until the next. We could see into the future of the next 2 to 3 years. This is gonna be some dope shit coming. So we really gonna
We
make
is a force to be reckoned with.
Yes, really gonna make these business endeavors crack. So we appreciate everybody, and y'all have a good night. Stay happy.